Hi guys, and welcome to the Rocket League Replays YouTube channel. Today we want to present the video replay of the match between QuikTrip Pioneers Gaming and Gen.G Mobile 1 Racing during the Rocket League World Championship 2024. Don't forget to subscribe and put a like. Enjoy.
Situation with your backs against the wall. There's no room for excuses. Gen.G versus QuikTrip Pioneers. Here we go.
Daz, of all people, super invested here. Gen.G with their backs against the wall, not what anybody expected coming into round 4. But expectations never really are what you'd expect going in. Here goes first killer, his shot right on target. And if that's how things are going to go for Pioneers, yikes.
Yeah, this one just first killer. Great read on the play, shot right over fiber. Amphis can't get back in time. And Gen.G Mobile 1 Racing strike first here on game 1 presented by Progressive. Let's see if they can continue to keep up the pace. For Pioneers though, they played on the stage earlier today. Wait, they actually get one back quick. It's Fiber with the goal.
You have got to be kidding me. After first killer just gets the freest open net, they go off of FK into their own net. 1-all, 15 seconds in. Yeah, this is round 4 at the World Championship.
All right. Definitely some interesting goals here to start, and maybe even a chance for another one. Amphis to the top right. Back to back for the Pioneers.
So what you have here is a very clear case of not expecting anybody to actually hit the ball, and somebody does, and bang, it's 2-1.
You could just tell Jack, he didn't expect the whiff to come out there, and he was in a bad position after he jumped. Couldn't get even a 50 on the ball, and good on Amphis to be there in time to knock it out. So already, strong back and forth here. I say strong, but not really. I mean, both teams have just been making mistakes left and right. Who is going to start to actually get some semblance here early? His first killer flip reset, almost into the bump. Jack follow up. Oh, just on target. Trying to can't get there as well. First killer will try to keep this one in play for the time being, but it goes off to the sidewall.
Well, if defense wins championships, you wouldn't back either of these teams to make a deep run. First minute still hasn't expired. Superlocky will at least control this on the back wall, and things might settle down now here in the first game of what could be a wild elimination matchup. Here goes apparently Jack, double tap, and set away by Amphis. Somebody
was looking at the top highlights because they knew exactly where Jack was placing that great save from Pioneers, but they haven't been able to get on offense. Gen.G's been keeping them in their own half. And that pressure, we got to see how Pioneers defense can hold up to it as they finally get some breathing room.
First killer trying to play a little bit slower along the back. It'll be apparently Jack, though, that has to try and bring it across the center line. That forces first killer all the way back. And now Fiber looking for one more teammate, but Chronic is there, so is Jack. Low boost for Gen.G as Amphis centers, but still cleared out by first.
Now you're starting to see Pioneers, though, just work their way upfield, looking for a little bit of lapse in rotation. They haven't gotten too physical yet, though, so Gen.G's rotations have been fine, but they have to get out of the zone. You can see a little bit low on boost. Sometimes we've seen a lot of mistakes and a lot of whiffs on the Gen.G side. They need to stop there, because Fiber with the double. It's a 2-goal lead.
Well, they don't have an answer for Fiber at all. He's got 2 out of the 3 for the Pioneers, and this one, double tap right around Chronic. Still just under 2 minutes gone by. It's Pioneers starting to pull away from Gen.G. And maybe a kickoff goal, but that's going to go well wide.
Another one.
Amphis is in. Nobody got back.
And this is not looking good for Gen.G off the start at all. I mean, clean beat right off the kickoff. Jack tries to dive for it, can't get a piece of Fiber, and no one is home. Free shot for Amphis. It's just a speed test, and Gen.G have been too slow from the jump.
I mean, I know that, you know, there's being aggressive on the kickoff, but you expect somebody would get back in time. Nobody was anywhere close. Chronic had that land on his hood. He's got to bring it all the way back. He'll grab the corner boost at least so he won't get starved out. Gen.G have not had a lot of boost at all in the first half of game 1. This is not what they expected at all coming into this series. Though there is the one thing for all these teams that started 0-2, especially now Pioneers and OG still being alive. If you're gonna make a run into the playoffs, you're going to play all 3 games back to back to back on the stage, and that's a huge benefit for them if they can get some momentum, as Pioneers clearly have.
Yeah, and on the other side, Gen.G have struggled building momentum here for a while. I mean, it doesn't feel like they can keep the ball in one spot. That's a really awkward place to be defensively, but First Killer is able to make the save out. Offense has really been kind of lacking in that consistent pressure. We're normally used to seeing Gen.G move the ball around well, get a lot of passing, but even here, they're struggling in the midfield, double commits on the back end. It's just not been the start you want to see.
We'll see if Gen.G can kind of scratch and claw their way back into this game, into this series. Still over 90 seconds to go here in game 1. Pioneers scored 3 quick ones. Why not for Gen.G, but they'll need to, and they need to do it sooner rather than later. First Killer, one-on-one, super lucky with the save, and Chronic deleted from behind by Fiber.
Struggling there on the defensive side. Chronic wasn't able to get the corner because Jack had to dive for the ball, so he'll be low boost trying to pass it to First Killer. They're looking for a way out of the zone. Initial challenge was super strong for Pioneers, but here we go, passing all the way downfield, and for free. They're gaining so much room, and they're sending Gen.G back home. They are struggling right now. Minutes ago, they can't get anything past QT Pioneers.
Gen.G right now has the look of a team that is utterly shell-shocked. Fiber looking for another. Little sidewall double that's gonna go right to the waiting arms of apparently Jack. He'll try and bring it across. Just looking for anything at all towards the Pioneers net, and getting very little. Not much pace onto the blue half of the field at all. Pioneers have utterly owned this game.
See Chronic trying to get this on a First Killer. First Killer trying to sit that center field. Jack, so quick to the play, got a pinch to wrap it all the way around the net, but team can't do anything with it. Final few seconds starting to tick down, and this is looking out of reach. Jack will go up to the sky one more time, gets a flip over Fiber. Can he make a play with some time on the clock? Anything at this point would be good for Gen.G after the start to this game. But Pioneers shutting the door on game 1. This ball just needs to touch the ground, and a 4-1 victory to start.
By this North American squad that has the reputation of being one of the best in NA, but they haven't shown it at all. They're not that #2 team anymore, if that is any indication.
Exactly, and then especially in a situation like this, World Championship live on the line. You have to get things going here if you're Gen.G Mobile 1.
Start asking questions as well of the players on the Gen.G side, especially someone like First Killer. Is it just the same old here at Worlds as it was last year? Super lucky shot, blocked by apparently Jack. Got the corner boost steal though on his way through. Pioneers could try to hem Gen.G deep in their own territory again. At least they break out for the moment. The big clear has Jack burning almost all of his boost to get possession. First Killer, double no, couldn't get there.
And you know, Pioneers, we saw them on stage earlier in the day, of course. They already have that experience of playing on the floor. Gen.G, they gotta wake up quick. So far, the early part of this game has been much better. Jack gets a bump for Chronic, got the goal. Quick turnaround play for Gen.G, they take the lead.
They have been waiting for this young man to come alive in the later stages of this season. What a time it would be for Chronic to awaken. First goal, 1 minute gone by. Got to be the first of many for Gen.G. Out First Killer. Oh, whoa! That's the First Killer. Gen.G's side a year ago. What a shot!
Look at this from FK. Great redirect on the play, followed the double, and the positioning is perfect. Great precision out of First Killer. 2-goal lead for Gen.G Mobile 1.
I mean, collectively, everybody on this team has scored worldies. Just got to put it all together for a series. And maybe they're about to start doing just that. Pioneers finally have a sense of what they're in for here against Gen.G.
Yeah, they gave them everything in the beginning, but now you're starting to see Pioneers slow down, and you're starting to see Gen.G speed up. Big part here for Pioneers on the offense. Can they still output as right now, Gen.G taking advantage of a lot of space. You see them, again, going for those demo plays. And of course, if First Killer can continue to heat up, that's just a big X factor here for the series.
Fiber stays with the play, but not for very long. And now it's Pioneers who find themselves decisively on the back foot, where they had a lead that just kept growing at this stage of the game. They find themselves looking up, but maybe not for long. Oh, missed opportunity there off the backboard, and you may not get many more of that quality.
Yeah, that's going to be Superlocky's third shot. He had a good look. That one was close, but Chronic able to get the save out. Right now, Pioneers in a pretty good position, but can they make the most of it? That clear is going to send them all the way downfield, though, and Amphis will have to recollect halfway through game number 2. And Pioneers, who had such a strong start, are starting to come up very empty on some of these drives.
Well, Amphis gave up that corner boost, and his teammate behind him didn't need any. So apparently Jack was able to steal some. He still got a full tank as he watches his team move downfield. Gets into the fray himself. There's Superlocky burning all of his. So, you know, where Gen.G collectively didn't have much boost at all in game 1, now they've got plenty, and as the boost goes, so too does the result.
Yeah, but I can see KC Pioneers at least just trying to be more disruptive. Fiber as well. They're going for these deep boost steals and then trying to see if they can get bumps out back on the rotation. Amphis upfield. He just got finished taking Gen.G's corner. That's a great challenge at Fiber. Oh no, he hit the crossbar! Shot just off. Follow up off again. No one can hit the ball, and it'll get cleared out.
That is utter disaster for the Pioneers. They haven't quite let Gen.G completely off the hook, but with this clear from First Killer, that window has closed, and Pioneers going to be kicking themselves, wondering how they let that opportunity slip by.
Minute 20 to go. Now, Pioneers trying again. Oh, Jack almost able to get a piece of that ball. Here's Amphis. Lots of space here for FURIA, but he just doesn't even make contact there. Trying to leave it for Superlocky. He's getting bumped out of play. He's just getting bullied. But left and right, First Killer wants to get a piece of that, but Fiber clears it to the side. Good steal, though, from Chronic. Great intercept. Follow up. This is to the back wall. Gen.G Mobile 1 have everything they need as time ticks down, but one goal could cement it. There's the shot, and Superlocky has the block out. Chronic wants to keep this play in. Can First Killer get the flip? He got the flip and almost got the goal. Just been denied on the goal line.
Well, it's got a lollipop one out of there as you're trying to clear the zone. He's rolled it right into an oncoming attacker. What do you expect? 2 or 3 more shots coming in. That's been the story of the Pioneers trying to stand against this Gen.G attack. It's a Gen.G attack that was absent in game number 1, but has shown up in full force in the encore here on Forbidden Temple. Now First Killer, double on the way, and he's pushed it wide.
So close, but he's getting a lot of those opportunities here. Final few this time, and the story is starting to go a different page. Gen.G Mobile 1 Racing come out in game 2, and once this hits the ground, they will have shut out Pioneers. They're keeping this one up, though. They will not be denied. Fiber is up early. First Killer knocks it away, and Jack will bring it to the ground. All tied up here. So, both teams have had chances in this series to make adaptations. Big time game 3 here. Who's going to put the series on match point?
Still hard to believe. On the floor at the World Championship, it is still a best of 5. No timeouts for either side. That's kind of an adjustment the teams have to make, because you don't get much time to turn things around over the course of a series. So now that Gen.G has, do Pioneers have an answer? That looked like a complete mess in the first 15 seconds, but it didn't result in 3 goals being scored, so that's a plus for either side, especially for Gen.G. They may have the first quality chance, though, as Fiber watches apparently Jack in the air. Chronic is waiting for a clear that eventually makes it his way.
Looking at Superlocky there. Oh, this one goes to Amphis, and he tries to dish it off to the side, but straight to Jack. And Jack will get a piece of that one on. And you see Superlocky just trying to get that dive out. Big clear here, and Fiber tries to dive for it. I've liked what I've seen from Fiber this World Championship. He's been phenomenal. He's definitely had some impact plays for Pioneers. Can he get going in this series to turn things around? Right now, it's Amphis though leading the charge, and we also know what Amphis can do and his individual ability. He was also a player, I remember, really highly looked at and highly respected by his peers. But can he bring that to the table in this game?
You know, just because you can make a lot of stops coming from midfield, going all the way to your back wall in the air, making a save, doesn't mean you should want to, and that's what Gen.G has forced Pioneers to do time and time again. Apparently Jack passed one, but Fiber with the save. Lockie's there, Amphis scrambling in from the front field as well. Now it's First Killer with nothing in the tank, trying to drop it down towards Jack, and there's nothing doing there. QT Pioneers do at least disperse a little bit. There's not a lot of boost at all.
There's no boost.
Just about single digits all the way around, if any at all. Now Fiber's shot blocked by Jack, and First Killer will take charge.
But that's just how slow the offense has been for Pioneers, right? They get that one, and Fiber took that corner, just picked it up now. Chronic's bringing this one towards Ned, and he needed it to make the block away. But needs to have a little bit more help back there. They have to be able to get this ball out and really start being effective, taking down Gen.G's third man, because the rotations have been just too clean from them. There's been no sign of disruption, and at this point, Gen.G is just a faster team right now. You say that, and Chronic, he might be in a little tough spot there. Last back situation, there's the cut, there's the save!
Save! Chronic being chased into the net with incredible concentration, and now here goes Jack, trying to make it a 2-goal swing back the other way. Nothing there. First Killer, little chip shot, and sent away by Amphis. Tried to slow play past the Pioneers, but they were all hands on deck, all up to the task. Now First Killer,
he's got it.
He's tracking again, and Fiber read him like a book.
Still able to get that double, though. Good save there from Fiber. Have to make sure not to give First Kill too many more of those chances. We're starting to see Pioneers get more aggressive in the midfield. Still a stalemate here in game 3.
Oh, Lockie just pop it up, but Amphis way too far back, and that puts Lockie in a real tough spot. Here goes Chronic. Fiber had to get around Jack. Oh, score!
Reach, gets the flip, and activate. Flip reset into the dunk. Huge for Chronic, and Gen.G in front. 1:48 to go.
Apparently Jack was chasing Fiber off in the corner, and that little bit of a distraction was just enough that Fiber couldn't get there for the clean save. And is that going to be the difference now in game 3? Can Gen.G eke another one out here? Fiber dropped down, nobody's there. Lockie was so far back, and that's been kind of the problem now for the Pioneers, and now they're back 2 goals behind.
Takes that 1 goal, Pioneers start to overextend. Then Amphis in a tough spot, he's on the back wall, not necessarily gonna get the best save there. Tried to dodge into it to roll it off, but you saw Abjack had that one tracked and knocked in. Now, 2-goal lead again for Gen.G, and still scoreless. The Pioneers have been on this drought for so long, they gotta get something here soon.
Well, Amphis trying to go against his momentum. There was nothing that was going to come out of that. Just over a minute to go, and Pioneers in very familiar territory, playing defense, down multiple goals now, stuck in their own zone. Super Lockie's got his own corner boost, and Amphis will try to set him up, but Chronic is right there. Just play it out to the corner. Doesn't have to necessarily clear the zone, just keep it out of harm's way, make Pioneers dive in, and then go out over the top of them, because they have to chase the game eventually, and that's where you get maybe a couple cheap ones to salt it away. Amphis, boost steal out of the corner. They're still taking their time, but no results yet. Amphis only hit the post. Chronic was not necessarily going to get there, and another missed opportunity for the Pioneers.
Super Lockie couldn't even get that ball. He got demoed by First Killer, so Amphis has to dive in while they wait. This is going to kill a lot of more time here for the Pioneers offense. Amphis wants to get up quick, but gets denied by First Killer. Super Lockie using most of his boost. He's only got 20. He has to flick it up for the high pop. But again, they don't have any more time to go. 10 seconds left. Super Lockie wants to get in mid. Abjack with the denial. Gen.G closing the door. Back-to-back shutouts as Gen.G Mobile 1 Racing put the series on match point.
With both these shutouts, it's starting to feel like the season. I mean, everybody's been wondering, when are we going to see it? When are we going to see the Chronic that we're used to seeing, we're familiar with? Here he is, going back now for a boost as we start off game number 4. Closeout opportunity for Gen.G Mobile 1 Racing.
So far, Gen.G, after that game 1, It's been their series. But can they close it out here on the world stage? Pioneers, though, they haven't been able to get anything. They can't buy a goal. What will they have to do? What adjustment will they have to make? You said it yourself, Stack, specified, no timeouts. They've got to figure this out. They don't have a lot of time.
Give the ball to Fiber and hope for the best. Maybe what Pioneers have up their sleeve. This is all the way down to Chronic. He'll just pop it away. The Pioneers come right back in. See if they can go over the top again. That time Fiber, though, got the demo on first killer. He will spawn in opposite ball side, and Fiber will be playing right into his arms.
See Fiber getting going. Oh, super lucky. He's got to be careful. He's the physicality taking a bit of an effect. Great pass to Fiber. Amphis up. Show me something, Amphis. Got the flip. Oh, but he couldn't get the goal. Wait a second. Fiber plays this one up high. Has the flip. Used it. Oh, but it just wasn't enough. Blocked out again by Gen.G.
That has to be so disheartening. You beat the defense. Clever play. Did everything right, except it hits the corner of the frame. And now Fiber with a save back on the other side. First killer starting to wake up just a little bit as well. Fiber's lost this down towards Super Lucky, but nothing netward. That's looking open. Oh, Chronic took it away, though. Actually played it right over towards Super Lucky. Maybe an opportunity now for Pioneers to capitalize. Got the bump. Shot. Needs one more. Memphis double, no.
Took too long there to get the double. Defense was able to adjust in time, but they brought everything forward, and they're still knocking at the door. Pioneers' life on the line. They're throwing everything at Gen.G.
Oh, you might as well. It doesn't matter how many goals you give up if you don't add any yourself. Shut out 2 games in a row with their tournament life on the line. Oh, save on the goal line.
What a save from Amphis. It's still a tie game. Pass cut out in the midfield. Now you're starting to see everybody ramp up. Demo on the play. Chronic taken out. We haven't seen too many demo plays happen this series, but maybe here could make the change that Pioneers need.
Coming up on the halfway mark. I mean, Pioneers have done all they can to hang around in this game and series, but they still don't have anything on the scoreboard since scoring 4 in the opener.
Super Lucky up into the corner. First killer has to watch out. You saw Fiber go up, so instead of just air drilling that, they used a flip reset and got the bump. Jack tried to get the follow-up. It would have been a great opportunity, but Chronic always clean beat there. First killer has to dive. The light touch is just enough to buy time for Jack and to make Pioneers readjust. They're still in this play, though. That's a high ball. Super like he's got to dive for it. Won't have too many options. Does get the double and win the 50, but it won't amount to much as the ball still played in that 50-50 zone. Fiber, no, denied by Chronic. And even then, still, it's a tied up game. Both teams not letting up.
They are close. That one's gonna get near the goal line. Chronic stops that one as well. Offensive and defensive MVP so far in this series for Gen.G, and it's not particularly close. Super Lucky now trying to slow play. Oh, he does!
The slow play from Super Lucky here. Takes his time, gets his control, has enough boost, and just activates the 50 perfectly. First killer, he didn't know he had Chronic behind him, trying to use the 50 to block the play, send it to the back wall. But instead, pinch in your net, and a chance for Pioneers to force game 5 here.
Yeah, but look out. Apparently Jack back the other way, and Gen.G will be looking for a quicker answer. First killer, pinch now.
Almost got it. Pinch there now. To send this one, apparently Jack. Gen.G stuck in their own back half, getting demoed, and Chronic just gets to stop. Sent back into the midfield. Gen.G hunting for a pass. There it is. Jack's got it! And we're tied again!
And on the other side, after that demo, Chronic was left on an island, makes the save, and what does it turn into on the other side? First killer to Jack. Thank you very much. We're all tied up with 1:02 to go.
It's a great pass from first killer as well. Now a lot of boost to work with on the play. And just gets it to Jack in time. He had a chance there for the solo, but you saw it again. He got bumped out there. Now Pioneers getting a little bit more physical. They want to be able to throw Gen.G off, keep him in the back half, because they know they do have that consistent pressure. They can break the defense down. This one does come back to the midfield. That's a good touch. Fiber pinch up high, and no one able to take advantage of it as Memphis demos out. Apparently Jack, and now some room comes through for Pioneers to move up front. There's Fiber, blocked out, follow, in! Super Lucky scores!
It looked like they had just tightrope walked their way out of danger again. But that time, Super Lucky, where the second and third man follow-ups had not been there in the past for Pioneers. Now they throw the house. It pays off. Can they add another to maybe salt this one away? Super Lucky blocked out by First Killer. Chronic and Jack. Who's going to take over? It is Jack. Down towards first, and that's a good win. Can Chronic do anything else with it? Sure can, but just nothing brewing after that.
Rotation here on the side. Here comes the pass mid. Super Lucky. No. This one, Gen.G, they got to go. 50 on the play. Jack, low boost. Chronic just picked up the corner. Jack plays the flick high. Oh, but it gets in contact with First Killer. They bump into each other.
They are ready. Players are ready. Hope you're all ready at home. Game 5, Champions Field. Win or you are all done here at the World Championship with a 1-3 record. It seems unfathomable for North America's Gen.G and for Oceania's QuikTrip Pioneers. Could be one of 2 teams making a bid in round 5.
A chance for Pioneers to stun Gen.G, stun the world, and keep themselves alive in the World Championship. Let's see what they got. They're already off to a pretty decent start here, keeping that possession in front, looking to play for each other, but they gotta watch out for the Gen.G counterattack.
First Killer thought about coming up, realized he had to turn around, and did just in the nick of time. He's able to stop Super Lucky. Now Fiber blocked by Chronic, and he will leave that corner boost wisely for Jack. First got nothing at all, and Amphis will leave that for Super Lucky. Perfectly done by Pioneers here in the first minute. Can they get any offense out of it? Not quite yet, but that one's awkward out of Chronic, and maybe an opportunity. Fiber and Amphis are up, and Amphis just gonna have to slow play with nobody else in support.
Pressure's gonna be high in this situation. Pioneers starting to move with a little bit more pace, especially after that Game 4 win. They have to make sure not to overextend. The rotations have been pretty spaced out, though, so far from them at the start. No one committing too far forward. You even see it there. First Killer, he travels all the way back, lets Karmine get that initial touch, and just plays a little bit more reactionary instead of going for it. But somebody needs to cut the play out. You give Pioneers the space, it can go in your net, and it does! Super Lucky again with the goal!
Well, Gen.G have been burned so often by fakes. You almost don't expect somebody to be able to sneak a shot through, but Super Lucky does thread the needle. And just under 90 seconds in to our deciding game, it is Oceania on top.
Now they just gotta maintain, make sure no double commits, or no more like the one we just saw. But Gen.G still gonna play it down to the last few seconds. See First Killer wants to play that to the midfield. It'll be Fiber, good pickup, nice light touch. They're looking for the shot. No way, they got it through again! Amphis scores! It's a 2-goal game!
Oh, that is unlucky. As great as Chronic has been, he put it right onto Amphis.
We are witnessing a breakdown. Something's gotta change here for Gen.G, or their world's lives ends here.
It's colossal at this point. 2 goals. We know how quickly Gen.G can get him back, though. Chronic will have a go. Off the crossbar, saved by Lucky.
Oh, but another strong clear, no one home. Chronic has to play this touch smart. Pioneers, they've got all the momentum. Gen.G still have the clock a little bit on their side. There's not too much time. They don't have to throw the whole house at, but they do have to change something as Jack tries to put a shot on, blocked away from Fiber. Pass the First Killer. Oh, but he can't make a contact. You gotta get that shot on.
The ideas are there. Execution is abandoning Gen.G. First Killer thought about the midfield boost. Now he'll take it. And that kind of left Jack in some limbo as well at the back. But it works out well enough for Jack and Gen.G. Chronic was there in the net, trying to run interference. That one's going to go way high and across. Chronic now needs a little more help, and Jack will come in to provide it. But everybody's in the corner. That means nobody to pass to, and the attack just kind of fizzles out for Gen.G.
This is everything the Pioneers want, though. Able to get the ball, playing it in positions where Gen.G can't capitalize off of it, making it very awkward for them to move upfield. and starting to cut away the play immensely. First killer was trying to get a demo there. He's looking for more. Is that going to roll in? It is! One goal game. They're not done yet. You can even see it there. The interference forcing Fiber to give away the ball. And again, first killer taking away the last defender. Takes the goal from Chronic. It was going in anyway. One goal game.
Last man going, abandoning the net, looking for boost as well. You just didn't expect that ball to get there that quickly. It did, and it's a glimmer of hope for Gen.G, but that demo's gonna open a window for Pioneers. Can they crash on through? No, they cannot. Demo, though, still at the back. So Chronic finally spawns back in, and he can watch that clearance come right back his way.
Minute 25 to go. Amphis plays it to Super Lucky with the beat. But first killer, long clear downfield. Fiber can't make contact. It will ricochet, though, between two cars. And Jack up early, but he, again, won't be able to bump anyone off here. Pressure on Pioneers as Gen.G trying to knock at the door before this one goes down to the final seconds.
High drama in Fort Worth at the World Championship. Exactly what everybody signed up for. Though Gen.G might be having regrets letting it get this far. Pioneers have given them all they could ask for and then some. Is it enough? First killer from the back. He's got Chronic waiting, and first killer goes under there, and Fiber just pops it away. Opportunities now will be few and far between for Gen.G. Drop down in front, nobody home, and Jack got beat. This is awkward. First killer towards apparently Jack. Chronic's wondering if he'll ever get a touch. He does. Down to 20. Can he play hero again? No, not looking FK with only 15 to go.
15 to go. This one still keeping it play. Chronic now plays it high. He's got Jack and first killer that just picked up 100 boost. This one going into the midfield. First killer got the flip, but Fiber cuts away the play. Has it cut away Gen.G's hopes in this series. Jack could be the hero. From middle. No, couldn't make contact. And Pioneers stun the world.
The down